Hi, everyone. Michelle Hensley, founder of Nifty Package Company, and also FetTango, the creative app for those who want to hire creatives or be a creative. So check it out. Okay, think about it. The next 6 months could absolutely change your business. What if 6 months from now, your business looks entirely different than it does today in a positive way? You're making a profit, you're gaining new customers and clients, and you're starting to really understand the ins and outs of your business. So today I want to help you do that. We don't lack the talent. Talent isn't necessarily the issue. It is, what am I going to do to move my business forward? So think about that. Don't take the small steps for granted. I'm very big on small wins. If I have a goal of doing 10 pull-ups and I do one pull-up, I am celebrating and dancing around like a queen. So, don't disregard the small things. They're very, very important. Those small things add up to great progress. So I remember when I first started my gift basket business, many of you know that, that's how I started. Well, I was sitting in a conference and I thought, how am I ever going to meet and become what these women are? And as I listened to their stories, these are really amazing, incredible gift basket business women. They did the small steps every day for many years. That's what they did. It wasn't some big magical thing. So I set a goal for like $10,000 in sales. And then I have far surpassed. God has been so gracious to me that my business has absolutely exploded, but I believe it had everything to do with those small steps and visualizing what I wanted to do in the future. So today I want to help you keep your promises to yourself. That's a big issue. Don't take those small steps for granted. So success is not built in the large leaps. It's built in the everyday small turtle steps that you make and consistently. It's built in those small things. One call, one email, one gift basket, one networking conversation, one new skill. And eventually those small skills become big results. Okay. Next, create a 6-month plan. Without a plan, you're not going to go anywhere. You're like a ship in the water, and people do not understand the value of creating a plan. So if you're a ship and you're not navigating to the White House or the location that you want to get to, then you're just going to be going in circles. So make a plan and stick with the plan. Whether you meet it or not, it doesn't matter, but the chances increase dramatically when you have a plan. Okay, so you ask yourself this question: where do I want to be in 6 months from now? What does that look like? $5,000 in sales, 20 new clients? What is it that I need or want to do? Don't just hope, build that roadmap. Okay, next, learn the power of visualization. Visualization isn't pretending, it's preparing your mind for the future. So picture yourself. These are the ways I did it. Picture yourself rapping at a celebrity's home or some famous person's home that you really want to do work for. Okay, I really had the desire to rap for Elon Musk and Melania, the first lady. And it is incredible. That was in 2024. And then 2025 happened and the White House reached out and I was able to win the design for the 5 main principals: President, First Lady, Second Lady, J.D. Vance, and Marco Rubio. So I was very, very, very fortunate. And I'm telling you, the power of visualization works very well. How about buying more inventory so that you have a greater selection and adding people to your Instagram? You have to close your eyes and you have to imagine what that looks like. And hiring help, because you're so busy, you need to hire somebody. So think about those things, and your mind can start to believe what you can see. You've heard the statement, what the mind can conceive, you can achieve. But we have to learn to change the way we think. And instead of seeing something negative, see something positive. Side note, I do have 2 different colored eyes for many of you who want to know that. I have one hazel eye and one green eye. this is just God bless me. When I was young, I thought, why in the world do I have that? And then as I grew older, I thought, okay, it's a blessing. And it's fun to watch my grandchildren try to determine which eye should they look at. Side note. Anyway, ask yourself one question every day. Before you go to bed, did I do something good today? Did I move myself a little further along the road today? And then can you talk to another person tomorrow? So think about what can you do tomorrow as well. So start thinking through what you did do and how you continually progress, because progress compounds. Look back before you move forward. And some people will tell you not to do that. Well, the truth is, if you don't know what you're not doing right, you won't be able to move forward. So you want to make sure you're doing it correctly. So take out a journal and look back over the past 6 months and think about what you have done. And one main thing that I really want to challenge you on is this. Did I keep my word to myself? If I say I'm going to accomplish this thing and I did not accomplish it, that's your first line of issue that you battle in your subconscious every single day. So go back through that list, see those things that you made a promise. I was going to go visit this person. I was going to drop a gift off over here. I was going to design this particular thing. I was going to upload this, make out the list, and then start checking off the boxes. So you want to make and keep promises to yourself first, and then you will really understand the skill of making and keeping promises to others, because that's really, really important. Write them down. Every time you cross off what you set out to do, builds confidence in your own self. And you really have to kind of deal with that up front. Otherwise, a lot of our discouragement or even depression comes as a result of not doing what we know we should do. Sometimes we look outside for the answer, but we don't want to do that. Otherwise, we're just victims, and we're not victims. We live in the most incredible country in the world as women, as a widow, as a single person. You can have a house, you can drive a car, you can go where you want, you can do what you want. I mean, we live in an incredible place. So we want to not look at ourselves as that the outside is affecting us. We want to start with the inside. So keeping and making promises to yourself is really, really important. Prioritize what really actually makes money. Okay. Think about, a lot of us as creatives like tying ribbons. We like putting together cool creative ideas, but does that bring you money? And that's the goal. We're starting a business to help others, serve others, but ultimately make a profit. That's really what our goal is. So again, we like to work on what is enjoyable, but not what is profitable. So we have to really think through. You have to just do an evaluation, and this is the time to do it. You've got a couple of weeks going into August, and then I've shared with you before, I've already got a lot of proposals going on, but this is a good time, especially for those of you who are just starting out. So if you have a lot of long, unfinished tasks, copy and paste those into ChatGPT or Claude and ask it to help you prioritize what will actually make you money. And that will help you, because that's where Claude or AI or any of these kinds of agents will help a lot, because it will help prioritize. Sometimes as a creative, those are a struggle for us. So it's really helpful to do that. And then focus on that task that actually creates income. Start there. Okay. So Brian Tracy has some great questions. He does a great job. Let's just say we have 40 tasks that we have to do. What is the most important top 3 tasks that you have to do in order to move yourself forward in your business and in your life? So think about that. Then out of those top 3, what is your major priority for today? That way you can check off something on your list. Just the act of checking off something is incredible to your self-esteem and your work. Okay? Then don't do 20 things, do one thing. Start there. And then the other thing that I do personally is I actually time myself. So I'm like, I have 20 minutes. I can do 2 things on my list. And I look at that list and I think, what can I accomplish and get off that list right now? And it's incredible the power that it gives you to want to continue to do more. Okay, so do less and do it better. Choose one major goal over the next 6 months and make that your primary focus. I want to sell $10,000 in gift wrapping over the next 6 months. Make that your primary focus. And then all those other tasks that go in underneath that, you will start to help to move you forward. Be the turtle, not the rabbit. The rabbit gets tired, and you will get tired during holiday, but think of it in small steps. That way you can make and keep promises to yourself and move the needle along in this area that you want to grow in. So slow, steady, consistent, and master one skill before you move to the next skill. So maybe it's learning to tie beautiful ribbons. Maybe it's networking every single week to get to that $10,000 goal. Maybe it's sending one email every day. And if that's too much, one email every other day. But check it off on the list because, again, like I said, it brings confidence to you. Practice your gift wrapping. And consistency always beats intensity, okay? Celebrate every win. I told you this earlier. Celebrate your small wins. Small wins create momentum. Momentum creates confidence. And confidence creates bigger opportunities. And then never underestimate checking off those things on your list. That's really important. Change your mindset. We all want the harvest, but sometimes we're unwilling to do the work to gather in all the harvest. Harvest is heavy. Work is heavy. Proverbs 14:1 says, the wise woman builds. So your job is to build, is to grow. And then your children, if you have younger children, are going to watch you and see you. Your relatives are going to watch you and see you. And you're going to blossom into something and someone you've never even imagined before because of the work. So if we don't always want to plant the seed. We don't always want to water it or wait for it to grow. But ask yourself this question. Who do I need to become in order to have the successful business that I want? And that is part of the process of growing to your next set of goals that you might have. Become that person first, and then your business definitely follows. Okay? Build courage. This is something you can do today. Right now, stop the video and send a message. Don't even think to a person you really want to reach out to. Just go to LinkedIn, find their name. Who cares? Find their name. Maybe they ignore you and they never see you. But that you type in there, hi, Emily, this is Michelle, and maybe Emily is, I don't know, West Elm's major contact for whoever or whatever. You type that information in, hit the send button, and then turn this back on. Just that alone creates courage. Whether they say yes or no, it doesn't matter because you got to get through that, but it creates the courage you need to keep moving yourself forward. So, the next thing is this. Ask another simple question. What's the one daily habit? Okay, this is the question you can ask the person. What is one daily, hi, my name is Michelle. I'm reaching out to you, Emily, and I just wanted to ask you a quick question. What is the one daily habit that you have that actually help propel you forward? That's it. Don't ask for business. You're not asking. You're just creating a sense of courage, okay? That's really important. Don't overthink. We're so good at overthinking. All right, I'll leave you with this last thing. Producer or consumer? Do you really want to build a business? You have to ask yourself that. Do I really want to do what it takes to build a business? Do I want to feel uncomfortable sometimes? Do I want to feel stressed at times? And if the answer is yes, keep moving forward. Do you just simply enjoy others building theirs and you're watching with an idea that I'd like to do that? Or do you really want to build your own business? Are you going to be a producer or a consumer? So we've had a generation of a lot of consumers, including myself. And we have to learn to be a creator and a producer and a maker and not a taker. So choose a promise you've been avoiding that you made to yourself, complete it, check it off, and tomorrow, do it again. 6 months from now, you'll be amazed at how much your life and your business has changed as a result. So it's built one kept promise at a time. I know you gals and guys, but I think it's primarily gals have what it takes. And keeping and making and keeping promises is a very big deal. Visualizing is huge. And